Look about yourself with Marcia and Musafi.
Greetings, everybody, and thank you for coming back to another edition of Look About Yourself with Musafi and Marcia.
Hello, everyone,
and we hope that you've been enjoying our presentations, and at some point we will have a space where you can put your comments. Because when we you should be able to put your comments, and we do want to grow the platform as time goes on, because this is our favorite platform. It's not just for me and Marcia, it's us sharing with you.
And we look forward to getting some feedback from you and hearing your comments and anything that you would like us to even talk about.
Exactly.
We're quite happy to do that.
Exactly. So what's on our minds today?
Health.
The last time we talked about being abundant, growing older in an abundant way, and in a self-loving way, and in a vibrant way. And there's two sides
to the same coin.
Marcia, you contacted me the other day. You had a health scare.
I did. I had a mini stroke, what is known as a TIA, or a transient ischemic attack. So which is essentially a stroke that didn't last. It came and went, so there was no lasting damage. And the only reason that I knew I had that, I just lost the vision in my left eye.
Wow.
That was the only thing that I had. And it was like, 1 minute it was fine, and it was just suddenly like a curtain just came over my eye. And there was only a little bit that I could see, and that was from the inner part of my eye, my left eye. And at first I thought, because I had been sleeping, so I thought, you think you're tired, and like rubbing the eye, and it was like blinking. Nope, it was just like a curtain. Came over. And because I have got a health background, I kind of knew that this was, maybe I'm having a bit of a bleed somewhere. So it turned out that's what it was.
Was there a point within going through that you were fearful?
I was fearful in terms that it would last a long time, or that it would progress into something else. And I think part of me, I kind of knew that might be happening, but I think until I was able to have a proper diagnosis, I guess, and then things started to resolve itself, because as quickly as it came, it lasted for about an hour, if not maybe a bit longer, and then it just came back to normal. And that was the only thing. I didn't even have a headache, didn't feel bad, everything was fine. It was just that. And that's the scary bit, I think, is knowing that could happen to you at any time, and it could have been a bigger one. It just come on just like that.
Wow. So a part of being at a glorious age, but also to take care of ourselves.
Absolutely.
Because when you let me know, I'm not saying you played it down. You didn't play it down, but I think you didn't want it to dominate and take you over.
Absolutely.
But I guess we get these warnings, don't we?
Yeah.
And today, I guess, is about how do we continue to take care of ourselves health-wise.
Absolutely. And I really do consider it a warning. And I think sometimes we just go on and on and on and on, doing all the things that we've always done, So and for those of us that that haven't kind of left the job or whatever, you've got all of these different things going on. Some people might be carers, working. You've got 1,000,001 things going all off at the same time. You need to be finding time for yourself. There has to be a time when you got to slow down. Really have to slow down, pull the brakes, and really do some self-care. And I know people like to talk about self-care, and it's kind of like the buzzword. But it's really really important. And it isn't just about, putting candles around your bath and putting salts in and, relaxing. It's more than that. It's about making sure that you remove the stress that's in your life. Look at how can you make things different for yourself. I think sometimes it's a bit of a mindset shift as
Absolutely.
well, that we have to think. It isn't just, self-care is about saying no sometimes when you need to. We don't have to take on everything like a pack horse, we don't. Say no sometimes. Don't keep taking on all these things, which is what I was. And so I was that. So I have to kind of pace myself and say no. And actually, when you say no, a lot of the time, everybody's cool with it. You know, I don't know why I thought it would be a big issue, you know?
So that episode you went through was, as you said, for you a warning.
It was a warning.
It was a warning for you, and it was a warning for me as well. Because, we have peers who we've buried. I'm not saying that we're all going to live forever. And but when people that you went to school with or you grew up with, I lost a brother last year, 3 years older than me, from, he had diabetes, he had hypertension, he had heart disease. That was on his death certificate, his birth certificate. And
we got kids.
Are we still rolling?
We're still rolling.
So anyone listening, that was the sound of
grandchildren.
So that's part of our reality, and why should we edit it out?
Exactly.
Put tape around and pick them up. And I guess that was one of your responsibility and things to do, and thinking that you and your body said
you need to
it no gossip. For real.
Absolutely.
And within our communities, we know the illnesses that we have, that we tend to so it's so important that we listen to our bodies.
And the other thing as well, we've got to absolutely listen to our bodies. The other thing as well, ask for what we need. We need to ask for help. We need to ask for help.
I'm not good at that.
I don't think women generally are good at asking for help,
because we're always supposed to be
strong.
The doers and the doers and the doers.
Strong, you just keep pushing on, like we talked about a few weeks ago. But but it is about really having that support network, isn't it? And really look, and when we talk about the self-care and looking after ourselves, it is important that we do look after our health. Maybe it might be, you only have to change a small thing, just start small,
tweak. Absolutely. And I mean, last time we talked about living abundantly, but an abundance of feeling that actually I don't need to carry this, actually I don't need to, I can spend the day at the art gallery or go down to the African market and buy a nice piece of Ankara fabric or whatever. And not to feel that we need, permission or, oh, should I? Because we're very good at that. Oh, I shouldn't really. Yes, you should.
You deserve to treat yourself.
Absolutely. And if your body's telling you something, getting headaches, pains, aches in the body, in the joints, in the whatever, beg your dude. Nobody just sit on there and say, oh, I think men tend to be worse at it.
Men are.
Than women at keeping an eye on the body and the self.
Absolutely. It's really important. It's really important. And I think as a community, we need to come together a bit more to really, I think there was somebody doing some, I don't know who it was, where they were doing, because sometimes, I think, like if you go to the doctors, you have to wait how many weeks for an appointment. It's just crazy.
It is.
You don't feel good, and you want to be seen pretty much straight away, and they're telling you, oh, we can't fit you in until 3 weeks. I mean, what do you do?
What do you do?
you know, and I think I remember, I don't know if it was last year where there was somebody was down at the West Indian Centre doing tests. And, you
Oh,
know,
really? Okay.
checking blood tests and checking for things that actually the GP, the medical NHS wouldn't necessarily check. So it's checking what enzymes are missing, what minerals are missing. And sometimes that's all it is.
Yes.
You know, sometimes we're just deficient in things.
Yes.
You know, and it doesn't always have to be, you know, take this tablet, take that tablet, but it might just be adjusting our diets.
Yeah.
And that can be the boost, you know.
Yeah, absolutely.
Sometimes it's just things like vitamin D we need to have more of.
It's true.
You know, vitamin B12, bit of vitamin C. Drink more, you know.
And move more.
Move more.
Move your body. Let me tell you something. I have like dance sessions in the house that last maybe 2-3 hours.
Yeah.
And that's me not having to think, okay, now I need to extend my arm here and I have to, it's just me and the music.
Yeah.
I mean, just I do. So whatever it is, find that way to release your joy and your energy and just move your body. Exactly. If you like, if the gym is your place, whatever it is. Exactly. But I don't think we should stop moving.
No. My mom called me the other day. She said that she signed up to do aqua exercise. So she texted me and she says, if you want to come, make sure you book, because you know, it'll be full. It books up really quickly, so make sure. And I just thought, you know, mom is so cool.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah.
And exactly, because she said that she was feeling a bit of pain in her joints, so she didn't want to, you know, experience that or seize up or anything. So she's taking herself off. It's gentle exercise in the water just to keep herself supple.
Lovely. You know? And that's also going out. Grandchild's making their appearance as well. We're not holding anyone ransom, honestly.
Yeah.
So yeah, take care of yourself, listen to your body, drink your water, take your vitamins, your Sorasi, your Irish Mass.
Exactly.
You know, we were given these platforms and these sacred things. Sometimes don't eat at all, in terms of fasting for a little while. These are all the tools.
Monthly washout.
Washout. Do it carefully. If you're someone who's got, you know, blood sugar issues, type 2 diabetes, of course, be aware, be careful, do it with guidance. Indeed. But yeah, we know we are going, we now Tanya forever. Exactly. But while we die, let's do it as vibrantly and as health-filled as possible.
Indeed.
Yeah.
So, take good care.
Take good care of yourselves, people.
Yeah.
And don't forget to look about yourself.
Look about yourself.
Till next time.
Bye.
Look about yourself with Marcia and Musafi.